we are on the road heading toward the surf highway from Whanganui, but thought some other beaches deserved to be mentioned too. So we'll be stopping in at Waverly Beach and then Patea before we hit the surf highway at Hawara. Not sure what this is. It's another rusty old thing, but look at the view. Windmills, mountains. How lovely. Out at Waverly Beach. Look how scary it is. Whoa. Whoa. Out to the sea. She's pretty rough. Looks like that boat blowing around in the wind. It's the San Juan Traveller, shipped iron ore from Waipipi to Japan, 1971 to 1987. There you go. There we are. Right, I better get back to the fan bam. No, I've gone. Let's go. Popular little spot here at Waverly Beach. Got rid of all the wood. It's over there now. Some information about Waverly that I thought was interesting. In the 1860s, Waverly was called Wairoa. It changed to Waverly in 1876 thanks to early settlers from Scotland who chose the name in memory of Sir Walter Scott and his Waverly novels. The racehorse Kiwi was trained on the sheep farm paddocks of Waverly owner Snow Lupton, and Kiwi the horse went on to win the 1983 Melbourne Cup. The Waipipi onshore iron sand mine operated here from 1971 to 1987, and now the old iron sand site is now the Waipipi Wind Farm with 31 turbines. The fiberglass whale bones in the garden of Tutanui, Māori legend says Tutanui the whale was a pet of the great chief Tinirau. The construction was originally made by Kim Jarrett for the 2006 Rhododendron Festival on New Plymouth's Coastal Walkway, and it moved to Patea in 2009. Patea was originally named Carlisle in the 1870s. Now the town is named Patea because when Turi, the captain of the Aotea canoe, reached the river, he and his followers threw down their burdens. So Patea in full is Patea Nui Aturi, meaning great burden of turi. And when the meatworks closed in 1982, the future of Patea looked grim. But the Patea Māori Club's hit song Poi E drew nationwide attention to the town. It's crazy. Things they do, eh? The Patea shipwreck, the SS Waitangi, attempted to cross the bar but ran aground in 1923, and it only emerged out of the sands in the late 1970s. She was owned by the Patea Farmers Freezing Company, and it's good to know that all the crew and its cargo survived. Manaya is named after a former Māori chief of the district, Whanganui Manaya. The War Memorial Rotunda is in the centre of town, with the over 100-year-old post office nearby, which is now someone's home. Manaya is known as the bread capital of New Zealand, thanks to the Yarrow's bread factory. And Alfred Yarrow originally had a bakery in Turakina, near Whanganui, but moved it to Manaya in 1923. Looks an old post office. That's so sweet. Hi. Yes, you're a bit scared, aren't you? Okay, bye-bye. I'll go and look at the dog. In 2007, a Jack Russell dog called George died protecting 5 local children from 2 pit bulls attacking them. George was posthumously awarded the PDSA Gold Medal. That's the animal equivalent of the George Cross. Appears to be on the golf course. Don't know where this walkway is. Sweet. The Manaya Redoubt, constructed around 1880 on the site of the former Maori pā Te Takahe, was the response by the local armed constabulary to the passive resistance of the Parihaka chief Te Whiti and his followers. The original wooden watchtower, at 35 feet high, was blown down in a storm and replaced in 1912 by this concrete duplicate. And it's still standing here today, along with the 2 original blockhouses. Carry on the walkway. How sweet! What's about? Knock knock, let me in. Isn't it sweet? Little stream.
still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. Or the highway, and in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
I didn't know that Peter Snell was born in Obanaki. He's one of New Zealand's greatest athletes, and Whanganui also has a bronze statue of him for breaking the world record at Cook's Gardens. And in 1999 he became inducted into the International Scholars Athlete Hall of Fame at the University of Rhode Island in the USA.
Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. I don't really think anyone can save me, and honestly I'm not really sure I want saving. I like to be my own worst enemy. There's no risk if you don't try at anything, so I'ma just keep buying everything. See you in the next life, have to be a better me. I don't think that my head's on straight. Gotta flip it and grip it and go and get an x-ray. What's wrong with me? I just feel weight pushing on my chest and it squeezes till I suffocate. Better change my mindset, meditate. It's pretty cool that I'm alive and have better days. I could walk, see, hear, I should celebrate. Think I could change my mind, maybe elevate. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days. I'm kinda stuck between a rock and a hard place. Do I work hard or live at my pace? You're only young once, yeah that's all great, but I also want a future where I'm okay. It's living with no shame, wait no, it's sleeping in on Sundays. I guess it's different for each of us and that's okay. Well, I just wanna be happy. How to get there? Glad that you asked me.
Wow, she's windy today. Real windy. Cape Egmont Lighthouse was built in London in the mid-1800s and brought in pieces to New Zealand and assembled on Manaya Island north of Wellington. However, too many shipping accidents later, as ships confused the Manaya Lighthouse with Wellington Head Lighthouse, the lighthouse was brought to Cape Egmont, where it is now automated and flashes its white light every 8 seconds. This replica of Cape Egmont Lighthouse has the original historic lens that used to operate in the Cape Egmont Lighthouse, and also has a gallery of New Zealand scientist Ernest Rutherford. He was the first man to split the atom and came to Taranaki when he was 17. But the museum wasn't open the day we came. Oh well. Museum. Pulled in here for a lunch stop. Isn't it sweet? I'm loving it. It's gorgeous. Look at these steps. And look what it leads to up here. What do you reckon? Isn't it gorgeous? Okato Cemetery. Beautiful. Heaps of cars. They're not at the cemetery. Because look at the cemetery. This is it. Here in Okato. But it's got a lovely view of that mountain again. Lovely. Okato Township, river and beach is only 15 minutes southwest of New Plymouth along Surf Highway 45. The quiet community was transformed in 2003 by the arrival of Tom Cruise and Billy Connolly and their film crew for the making of The Last Samurai. This Corbett Park area is a very popular spot in the summertime.